Oh, holistic life, mind, body, and spirit, coming with another episode. Things have been real rocky. Rock my boat, baby. Ha 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 ha. Rock my boat, baby. 1111. So, these karmics, my love, they just trying everything. I don't know why God keeping you kind of to have to sit here and, ping pong between these motherfuckers, but there's something that needs to be exposed in the light, and just trust God. Okay, trust the divine plan, because a lot of times we question it. We don't know what's going on, especially those who live by God's will. All right, a lot of times you're like, well, why, God, and why? And then your enemies in your face laughing at you like, yeah, where's your God now? You feel me? That type of shit. It's like it's there to test you in your faith. Like, it wants you to lose faith, dog. It wants you to turn on God. It wants you to be mad at God for not having your back. And if I really look back on how the devil was able to trap me, in a certain sense, it was to befriend me. Okay, it was to put me in a position where I had no other option. Okay, and then you just kind of let go, let yourself go, and give in. You know what I'm saying? And it needs you. The energy needs you to drift, okay, off your path. And once you were able to drift off your path, with, of course, the help of your family and your peers and, everything that was influencing you, this is where it was able to kind of trap the situation. But remember, the devil likes to manipulate you through your emotions. So however these narcissists want to, gain their energy supply, they can do it through good or bad things, okay? Like, this is why they always like to gaslight and trigger reactions, because they need to feed. A lot of y'all, you aware, of this, something you need to walk away from, that you obviously feel trapped, but this is you like balancing act, still trying to make happen. And the thing is, you have kids involved with this. This is like they're at war with your kids, dog. They trying to literally turn your kids against you, all this shit, dog. It's just, we already know, like, the devil going real hard because he knows he's done. It's like, you finished, finito, motherfucker. It's over for you. And these people want you to be sympathetic to the bullshit they put you through, dog. To the shit they did to you. They sitting here trying to play you to be a fucking burden, when you've sat here and lift burdens. You sat here and made everything better. People can sit there and say, well, you don't do shit. Any business that you came into, you made it better. And a lot of these people lack cleanliness, okay? This is one thing I noticed. It's just too many different type of attachments that they have to deal with, many vices. So when you have that kind of battle to battle, it's just too much. And when the more you try to fix or do good or, work with it, it only confirms why you should leave, because this is not to be worked with. But, you are establishing with Chariot. This is like, being in your North Node and standing up and bringing justice for yourself. This is, your warrior stance. This is you standing up for what you believe in. You're not a sucker. You know what I mean? This is confronting evil. This is calling people out on their shit. You know what I'm saying? What you think? These people, 333, want you homeless. They want you broke. They want you dead. See, like, if y'all mother put a contract out there for you, they had a time frame to fulfill this contract. And you understand, and this is in a spiritual sense. Like, if you were reincarnated, and let's say your parents, your mother could have been a divine feminine. She could have been divine, and she lost divinity, okay, like fallen angels, okay, and then sat there and was literally stringing you along, even though she hated your guts and didn't want nothing to do with you. But she knew who you were. And this is where she worked profusely to block you. But see, a lot of people knew this. My question is, why the fuck didn't they say anything or do anything or help you? Why did they just watch these people do what they were doing? Because this is like, people were aware of what was going on. And, this is regarding a Wheel of Fortune and inheritance with Magician. This is something to deal with your grandfather. Your grandfather left you something on your will. And they're trying to hide it. And they want to know if you know. Of course I fucking know. My grandfather tells me in the spirits. Okay? You know, they come to visit me. They protect me because they know what people are up to, dog. They know that these people ain't shit in their trash. And they're highly disappointed, of course, in the family because these were people that believed in unity. Okay, these were people that brought people together. Let's squash the beef. Let's celebrate. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? These were people that brought community. They brought family togetherness. So they fuck with you because you trying to bring that spirit back, okay? You trying to bring that togetherness, that unity back, and they support you. But you got to detach from these people because, you know, again, I'm not going to experience God's wrath for your bitch ass. You feel me? Like, God's like, get out the way. You know what I mean? I can't serve him karma unless you motherfucking get out the way. And for some of these people, they're going to die, dog. They're going to get rejected in life. Just like everything they did to you is going to be done to them. If these people try to manipulate this energy in your life, they're going to pay for that too. These are warlocks and witches who sat there and try to manipulate your life. No, I'm not talking about people that, again, you were forced into this shit. You were indoctrinated into this shit. You didn't have no fuck choice. You didn't know better. But once you knew better, you did better. There's a big fuck difference. And see, God sees your efforts. If he says you put your fuck ass ways out the way, he considers that. He knows we're not perfect. He knows we fall short to our desires, you know, of the sin. He knows that we have natural God-given instincts that are being manipulated by the devil. He knows these things. This is why it is the God of chances. It is the God of grace and it is the God of mercy. But don't play with God. You sitting here trying to play with all these other people, but you can't play with God, dog. It's like if you were to present yourself right now in front of God, all be with your whole fucking being, can you say you're gonna have that same pride that you out here boasting? These people are proud the way they treat you. These were like, this is the last betrayal you're gonna go through, because now this 10 of Swords is leading to the 8 of Cups. You no longer are emotionally attached to these people. And whatever this magic that was binding the situation here, trying to harness and take energy, these motherfuckers is gonna die, dog. I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. And these are people who had the last laugh. These are people who rejected you. This is the 4 of Cups with 7 of Swords. These people thought they were getting away with what they were doing behind your fucking back. And see, this is dealing with you being independent. If that's all the fuck you wanted to be, was hold your own weight, why is that so bad? Why is that so bad? And this is why I said the devil was able to sabotage every opportunity that you had, but you learned so much from this. And now you recognize the energy, you recognize the demeanor. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you're looking back at these attacks, this energy, you're studying the way everything, and this was all karmic. This is past life, karmic, ancestral. This is like curses that were put on your bloodline, you know, and you were able to break something. This is, you had to put these people under judgment. And for something they did in the past. You serving their fucking verdict. That's it. You just came to, I was summoned to serve the verdict. Like, what the fuck? And these people like, who do you think you are? Well, obviously, I'm not what the fuck you think I am, because if that's the case, you would just give up in trying to keep attacking me with this bullshit warfare. But see, you're connected to the 5 of Pentacles. This is why you are always coming out as this energy, because the energy that you're attached to is the devil, 3 of fucking Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 4 or 5 of Pentacles, you know, holding on to crumbs, not manifesting anything, poverty consciousness, negativity, the dusty, crusty club. So, you know, your family is dusty, bro. You're embarrassed by these people. These people act like they're better than you, like they're bougie, but they even lack manners and grace. They have no grace. They have no manners. These are people who will turn on you for $1. These are Judases. So what do you, we're a lot of y'all, you just trying to figure some shit out right now. You giving it to God because you're waiting for the next instruction. You're waiting for the next instruction. And a lot of people with moon card, you have this doo 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 people trying to cut, work behind the scenes doing something. You feel it. But like, just like Jesus knew he was being betrayed, it's like part of the act, it's part of the script. A lot of y'all, you just trust the process, just like these saints. When they were being arrested and persecuted, they just had to trust the process and allow God to shine through that circumstance, use that circumstance to amplify its glory. Because I believe, again, God uses these opportunities to show off, you feel me, in a certain sense. So you might look at it like, why is this happening? Why? But it's just telling you, persevere. Right now you're being tested in your virtues. So you need to have endurance. You need to have perseverance. This is what's building diamonds. This is what's creating, it's formulating you. Even though a lot of y'all, you're just fed up, Ten of Swords. And with Sun card, you're only going to offer to your child, the sun. Everybody else is toxic devil energy. It's like, how can you trust, dog? When Mother Mary had to take Jesus and go live in the fucking homeless woods, you feel me? Like, she knew what it was, dog. She knew she couldn't trust nobody. The whole world was ran by principality that was being turned against them, dog. So if you are the light, you're almost like this fucking target that everybody attacks. You know what I'm trying to say? So you gotta cloak the energy. And you gotta have, at this point, figure out the destination A to B, okay? Because when these apostles or disciples, they would travel from one location to another, they already had an understanding or idea where they were going and what it was, in a certain sense, when it comes to A to B. You don't want to be out here just playing around, like waiting for somebody to come in and fuck you up, because you already a target. So you go from place to place, here to here, da da da, da da da. Don't fuck around and say, oh, let me go out the way and go over here. For what? When you already know what you're dealing with. And a lot of y'all, you're going to get justice for this. This is Queen of Swords, Justice, Hermit, Queen of Pentacles. So you're thinking about pressing charges, possibly, maybe looking for, someone to defend you. At this point, you need legal defense, okay? And you're going to look for a lawyer, and that's it. You're going to put restraining orders on these people, because you already know, like, when you leave, it's always the same shit. This is about partnering or finding people you can work with, the 3-3. You're on the same page, you believe in the same things, you work towards the same things. And you're being led to the justice system, I guess. Maybe you're here to work with some lawyers, I don't know, right? Well, this is, in a certain sense, or somebody is doing this. See, with justice, that came out twice. So I don't know if you're connected to the Universal Justice Court, or obviously if you're adjudicator, but this is like needing to address this legally. I wouldn't take things lightly, okay? And that's probably the problem, is that a lot of y'all just let things be, and you went along and you just was like, I'll let this slide. But what happened is they kept doing more and more. They kept seeing how much they can get away with. And since you were acting unbothered, or, you were forgiving, and you kept taking them back, and you kept working with people, they just felt like, well, I could just run you down to the ground. I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. So this is like you questioning what you consider to be your happiness too, like based on, because you want to change the way you manifest here. You obviously manifesting narcissists because of your parents. You come from, it's all rooted to the subroot of something. So you're going to be working on your lower chakras. You're going to be doing the work. You're going to be going to therapy. You're going to be finding, the path towards healing. You're going to work with people who can relate and who are going through the same, because that's the only way we can have a relationship is with people who relate with you, who won't judge you, who can understand, and who are willing to match that energy. Okay, they're also givers by default, because as far as I'm concerned, all you have been attracting is a Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Magician. These are people that want to offer you fake ass lovers. They act like they're gonna give you what it is you want, which is love, and it's a Five of Swords. It's like, what can I get out this bitch? And then they give you a Page of Pentacles, which is, these are breadcrumbers. You know what I'm saying? They don't give shit. So you blocking these energies. You're like, fuck a Dusty, fuck Petty. You want to throw shit in my face? As if I'm supposed to be mad? Because you're like, I'm glad, Ten of Cups. But get the fuck from around me. No. I'm not gonna be sleeping on no corner, dog. This is what they want. They want you homeless. They want you dead. They want you miserable. They want you to have this bad ending. And you're not meant to have a bad ending. You're meant to have a good ending. Ten of Cups. If some of y'all, you know, you're dealing with health problems and you're fearful and you're like dealing with death, this is a time for you to conquer death. You know, like this is part of mastering the plane. We've had to deal with death. We have had to deal with diseases. But the way you view death is like you have to change your perspective and look at this process differently. And this is almost like getting yourself ready for that. Because you know, life is not promised. I don't take this shit for granted. I'm not out here acting like I got tomorrow to be sitting here bullshitting with God's time. I'm very much aware of what's going on. I'm very much grateful and humble. And I don't, you know, owe anybody shit. And they don't owe me anything except respect and fixing what's just. Especially if you're going to be in my life, right? I mean, these are the terms and conditions I'm laying out. But since these people don't respect your terms and conditions or your boundaries, fuck them. You're blocking this energy of Five of Pentacles. This is like a curse. Bloodline, generational curse. Could have been even on your father's side, maybe. You know, and a lot of y'all, you could have been sacrificed from one of your, you know, your dad's side or whatever. I don't know. But it was like, there was two paths or some shit. The Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like something was trying to be swapped here. People trying to swap. Like people, some of y'all got a great ass chart. Like you might have Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, you're very blessed. You're lucky. You always get what you need. You know what I'm saying? You're also humble. You're not greedy. You know, you've dealt with, if you did have greed tendencies, everything that you're dealing with as far as like sinful nature, you have dealt with or are dealing with. So, you know, spirit is proud of you because you get down to business. With Nine of Cups, you're going to be in this 9-9 energy. This is only focused on your inner reality, your world, your feelings, and this is your bread, your pentacle. You see what I'm saying? You're no longer going to put in your energy in somebody else's garden, dog. You sat here, and if that's not, let me tell you something. If that's not love, me giving up on my dreams so I can help you pursue yours and help you to manifest your greatest reality, that's the whole point of the New Earth, okay? New Earth is to get everybody on a high frequency. So, you know, I work with one person at a time, and a lot of times, you know, these are narcissists, you know, psychopaths. So I'm dealing with the worst of the worst, you know, and I only ask people to be patient, like I have. But how much can you tolerate? Queen of Swords, you ain't tolerating shit no more. You bringing justice for yourself. You brought that sword out of truth, and you said, no, you're not coming around me, rat bastard, thinking you're going to come in, selling me these illusions and these fucking narratives. And then you out here painting this picture. And you already know that when you leave, these people are going to sit here and you know, gather and fucking pitchfork your ass like some old burn her at the stake shit. You feel me? And when you look at a lot of the Bible, a lot of them had to go through that. So you don't feel like, what's wrong with me? You know, we personalize these experiences, yo, because it hurts. We're feeling these things. We're experiencing them. It's real to us, the ones who are going through it. But you also have to understand with Hermit, the bigger schemage, the bigger play at hand. We're all just actors, and we're all just players of the game, and we're all just playing a role. So understand the role you're playing. What is it that I need to learn here that, you know what I'm saying, I deserve better? This is a lesson of self-worth. A lot of y'all, you've determined, you're this Queen of Pentacles, and I deserve the best that my hands have earned me. God, I'm not out here selling my body. I'm not out here, stealing from others. I'm not out here taking from others, even though that that's the reality that we're about to hit. But you also understand, like, I believe in being productive in my own, in my own ability. And that's why I said, God does for those who do for themselves, dog. He will help elevate you if he sees your intentions are pure, and, you're nurturing your own garden. But in this case, spirit is fed up of you dealing with these type of people, man, because you're now headed to a whole new reality, and you got to be able to do your work peacefully and graciously without interruption of fuckery. And this is why a lot of y'all needed this stability. You needed a place where you're safe and you're able to work in peace. And this is why these people are under judgment, because these people had something they had to do for you and they didn't do it. So, instead they took the opportunity to do all this other shit. Your mother tried to stop you from being able to be in a commitment. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew that this commitment was going to change your life. That you were going to be this Queen of Pentacles. So you starting to see, this is like, pay attention to everybody's intention as far as the energy they're sending your way. And based on the past with Five of Cups, look back and see the role that they played, in being these ops. Because again, they can come in with the Lovers, they can come in all nice and shit. They can come in like everything's great, and you keep flip-flopping between these two energies, because again, we're trying to transmute them. But this is almost like you can't transmute something that isn't at this point ready to be transmuted. You see, this is why there has to be the free will to say, I want to change. These people don't really want to change. They just want things to stay the same, and they want to keep prospering off of you. And unfortunately, you've been in this Five of Pentacles because of it. And then you're not able to attract the 3-3, the 33, the people or the clan or the fucking soul tribe, soul family that you're supposed to be with. And you're needing to sacrifice this old life for the new. And that's what you're going to do. Because at this point, honey, everything you've been through has driven you to say at this point, you got double Eight of Cups. That's like, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of this, and I'm sick of y'all. I'm no longer going to yell or make excuses or try to get you to see. Because this is with Moon card. These motherfuckers do not, no matter what you say, they don't think or see like you. They're not even on your vibration. So they, you can't expect them with this reptilian brain to really sit here and understand what it is you're saying. Because this is like, you can only communicate with those who are on your level to understand. You're not dealing with people who understand you. So at this point, don't waste your fuck breath. And this is also learning when to let shit go, when to cut things out, when to continue them, when to heal them. This is like reaping and sowing, knowing how to nurture something, knowing how to fucking blow it, literally deroot it, take it out the soil, boo. Because these parasites, you've been feeling tired, you've been feeling low vibe, you've been feeling sick, you've been taking on people's ailments and shit. You've been taking on people's ailments. So no, boo, it's time to get your power and energy back. And you are getting there. You are working towards it. You're getting closer to it. Okay? A lot of y'all, you just worried of this Five of Pentacles following you around. It's just like, well, what if I leave? And then that's, again, doubt. Do we have doubt when we have faith? Of course you're being tested. Of course you're going to sit here, and this is why it's showing you what you need to work on. You need to reinforce your faith in God. You need to know that God has your back, even though these people don't. And God loves you enough to keep you alive. So isn't that enough to trust the process? You know what I'm saying? You can't put your trust in these people. These people showed you 5 of fucking swords every time, without fail. And it's not their fault, boo, but they're being used as pawns. So you need to understand how this game works. And a lot of y'all, you try to control the situation. You can't. You got to know when to just let it go and do what you got to do. And this is like building the confidence and the strength to move forward. Once you know what I'm saying, have really healed. God said God loves you, bro, and you have God authority, and you are protected. So you are manifesting this King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's going to help you, but you got a Fool card. You got to release something. Hermit. You got to sacrifice this, this 5 of Swords energy. This is like people constantly taking, killing, and stealing, bro. They keep taking shit from you. Intellectual property and shit like that. People getting rich off of you, dog. You're welcome. You get to see your ideas being played out. But see, honey, I'm not a jealous-hearted motherfucker. I'll sit there and share because I care. I want you to live and eat too. You see? So when I see people out here playing out my ideas, you know what I'm saying, things that God put in me, that's good. Somebody got to get it done. Why would I be mad? I'm glad that it's getting done because I got too much on my plate. I could use the help. So I'm not jealous to sit here and be like, but give credit where it's due, dog. Give glory to God. You see? Like, it's just too much. Too much self. Self, and the self creates its own fucking problem. But you're done working with people who sit here and act like they don't want to work with you. Reject what you're offering. Reject what you're bringing to the table. That's what's justice for you, boo. Because now you're going to attract people who are on your frequency. But you needed to reject these people. You got to reject them. And maybe you were still tied by memories with Moon card. Okay, so why are you binded to this 8 of Swords when, look, it's an open path. You can free yourself anytime you want. Why are you keeping yourself stuck? Why? Because it's in your head. Because you want clarity. But this is like, again, are you also struggling with power struggle? Like needing to know, needing to have the last say, needing to, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's petty, right? Just let the shit go. Like needing to prove a point. Now, who gives a fuck? Look. What has you're stuck because you want to know where this warfare was coming from. Who was attacking you? And this is why you just want more clarity. This is like wanting closure. And I get it. You've been wanting closure for how many years? Is it helping you though? Is it helping you to get to this closure? Because maybe you need to learn a lesson and say, hey, it's okay to not know Moon card, right? And just trust what you do know based on what, because this is going back to, do you trust your own intuition? And that's what you're needing to master.